Alright, how's it going everyone? This is Jordan back with another video, and today I'm going to be showing you kind of quickly how to use Windows Movie Maker. Now, if what you want to do is just some, simple, YouTube videos, nothing crazy, if it's not a business, if you just want to make videos just for fun or just to, put some videos online, you don't necessarily need the most advanced or expensive software. And, if you happen to have a PC, Windows Movie Maker is a free option. Sometimes it comes with them, if it's a pre-built PC, but if it's custom built or in some other cases, you'll have to download it off the internet, which is free. You just get it from Microsoft's website. It's no problem really at all. Now, I should say that if you have a Mac, iMovie might be a little bit better for more theatrical, cinematic stuff. It definitely has a lot more options for special effects. But, if you just want to do simple YouTube videos where, you just want a way to, edit some footage and whatever, this will do the job. I've used this for some of my videos. My YouTube videos aren't a business at all. I just do it for the hell of making videos. Okay, so now, for the sake of this, I'm just going to, I have a few clips, 2 pictures, and 2 video files. I am going to make a little bit of movie, I'm going to make a little bit, of a movie out of them, just to show you the process of what I do, and I'll show you the finished product at the end. So of course, to start off, we have to import something. Now, unlike other software, I find you can't always import files directly from your camera. So what you'll have to do is you'll get the files. Maybe you have an SD reader or USB or whatever. Put the files on your computer from the camera onto your desktop into a folder, whatever, and then import them from there. Because I find it doesn't necessarily always accept the files right out of the camera. So, get the files you want, get the videos and pictures and whatever you want, and usually it's easiest just to put them on your desktop, or just put them in a folder, whatever. It's personal preference. Alright, so I have some pictures on my desktop. Let's get to that now. Now, these are just some pictures of my pets I picked. They're only 4. So, let's highlight all those and open. Now, it might take a minute to import these. It shouldn't be too long because, these aren't very large file sizes. But when I make video clips that are more around 10 minutes, sometimes when I do my product reviews, what I'll do is I'll usually end up getting around 10 minutes of footage, and I'll just edit out all my mistakes and, parts that I don't necessarily want to show in the video. So usually they end up being about 4 minutes, and then after if it's a camera review, after I put in sample shots or something at the end, they usually end up being about 5 minutes. So after editing, you could find your stuff having as little as half of the original content. Now, these are very small files. We're not going to do any serious editing. So first, here we have my bird. Here's a video of my bird. Now, for the sake of this video, we're going to make it kind of like a clip montage, so we'll eventually get rid of the audio for that. But let's make a title for the project. This is in no particular order. You don't have to do any of it this way. This is just one way I'm doing it. So, see this little black bar here? That is where you're working. That is where you are in your project. You can put it there to start editing there. You can put it somewhere to start viewing there, wherever. So I'm going to put it at the very beginning, and let's go to title. Alright, here it says My Movie. Now, highlight that, get rid of it. Unless you want to name it your movie, I'm just going to call it Pets for now. Now, as you see, this is 7 seconds long, which is a bit long for a title. So, click on that. Now, if you're not on it already, let's say you're on Home, click on Video Tools. Now, as you see here, whatever is blue, whatever is highlighted blue, that is what you're working on, that's what you're editing. And like I said, 7 seconds is a little bit too long. So let's change the duration. Let's make that 4 seconds. Now, as you see, this clip just got a bit smaller, so let's see that. So 4 seconds is, a bit more tolerable. 7 would have went on too long. So now let's change the text. Let's see what we can do here. Now we're going to go to Text Tools. Like I said, so it might go to that automatically when you click on it, it might not. So let's say we're on Visual Effects. You just click Text Tools, and there you are. So then let's change the animation, because it was just a regular fade in. That's kind of boring. So let's do a little bit of, that's a little bit of movement like that. That's fine. And black and white. Let's make it a little more colorful. This is going to be a fun little stupid video. So let's change the color of the text. Alright, so you just press down in this area, you'll get a few options. I'll make it red because that's kind of bright. Oh, that makes it look a little evil. Let's do purple. Yeah, totally good. So totally subjective. This is just example. Alright, so now it just switches directly to the clip. So maybe you don't want that. Maybe you want some sort of fade. So let's go to animations. Now what you'll have to do is whatever animation you want to do, like for example, if you want the transition from this to this, you put the transition on the video or clip that you're going into. So for example, I can't do a transition on this because this is the first clip. But if I were to do one of the dog here, if I were to put an animation here, it would be the transition from this to this, not from the dog to this picture. So let's go click on the bird picture. It's still on animations, but if not, if it went to video tools, say, just click on animations. Now, there you go. These makes it a little more smooth. These are kind of weird, so let's just go down one, and I find that the best animations are one down. All the rest are, they're a little weird, maybe a little less practical. So let's just go to a fade to black. That's fine. All right. Now, I purposely didn't. If I was doing this video seriously, I would have muted the camera in camera, but I didn't. So we don't want this. It's just gonna be a clip with music. So to start off, let's double click on the bird. We're gonna go to Video Tools, back again, and let's mute it. So you see Video Volume all the way here on the left. Just mute that. If you, but also you could run into the opposite issue where you have recorded some audio in your clip. If that's the case, you could raise it or lower it depending on what you need. For example, if you want music but it didn't record the voice of the clip too much, you could raise the voice all the way and then go to your music track and then lower that. We'll get to that in a minute. So for example, let's just mute this for now. Now as you see here, this clip kind of goes on for a little bit. So let's just find something she does. See if she does anything. See, there's a head movement. Let's get a clip of that head movement. So, does she do one in the beginning? Yes. Okay. So, all right. Now she's finished with that. So let's start editing here. So you right-click on wherever the black line is. Let's do split. Okay. So now these are considered two different clips. Whatever you do to this clip doesn't affect this. That's how it works now. You could do that as much as you want. And that is really the core of editing with Windows Movie Maker. Alright, so now she's pretty much done with her. Oh, and I should recommend. Now, I made sure to mute the clips before I split them. So let's say there's a clip, and even though you're going to start splitting it and everything, you're going to want the volume all the way up, per se. Change the volume on the video volume thing here before you start splitting the clips, because if I were to split up all the clips and do the effects before I muted them, I have to go into every single individual clip and then mute them. And it's not terrible if you're all setting them to mute or all the way up. But let's say I need all the clips exactly right there. How am I going to remember that? So get the volume you want and then start splitting it up. It'll save you so much trouble. Because as you see here, since I muted them before I split the clip, this is mute too. Had I not done that, I would have to go back and mute this, and that would waste a lot of time.